It is February. Starting a new month. It's my calendar. Look at all that beautiful black love. And on this day, February 1st, 4 North Carolina A&T students began sit-in movement at the lunch counter at Greensboro, North Carolina 5 and Dime store, 1960. That's what happened today, the 1st. Right. My makeup is so smudged right now. Oof, but it's okay. Alright, hey everybody, it's Christina, aka MsStrawberryBacon. I have different hair, but that is another story for another time. Oof, is not a good angle, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So, it's February 1st, and I think I'm gonna have to, or I feel like it's time for me to move on from my job. So, I don't really talk too much about this on this channel, but I went to cosmetology school. I am a licensed cosmetologist now, and I was working at an innovative salon for about a year, and last year, in the summer, I am at a new salon, pretty much a salon dedicated to the health of curly, kinky, coily hair, everything in between. And for the past 2 months, I have been trying to get on the floor, be my own stylist, start taking my own clients, because currently I am a stylist assistant, so I'm just everybody's bitch worker, and I'm just tired. I've been an assistant for almost 2 years, and I'm ready to move on. And when I first got this new job at the curly hair salon, my boss, the manager, owner of the salon, she knew I had a salon experience before. I just wanted to take a few months and, learn how they do it at this salon, their techniques, the styles that are popular and things like that. So I did that. I've been practicing, I've been learning, watching, asking questions, all that other good stuff. And she told me when I first got hired, just let her know when I'm ready to move on to the next step, to be on the floor, and we'll take it from there and do what we need to do. I started asking her about it in December, I think, end of November, probably December, hey, feeling pretty good. I really want to, start taking some clients, so I could be on the floor. And what did she tell me in the beginning? She was just like, oh, I need you to take some models. And I'm just like, what? And it's like, yeah, I need you to do some models. And I'm just like, what? And I guess for me, I was confused because at that point she had hired this other girl that hadn't done a model at all, and she hadn't done hair in a really long time. And I was just like, how come you haven't made so-and-so? So she did. She made this other girl take a model. She only, but the other girl, who is on the floor, mind you, taking clients, she only did one model. Remember that. She only did one model, and, so one hairstyle on that one model. And, she's on the floor. And so I'm just like, all right, I'll do a model. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to do one too. So I do a finger style, which is essentially like a wash and go on my sister. My sister came in, did the style, took pictures, showed her, and all the other people that do hair, thought it was good. They gave me a little bit of critique where I could do better, all that good stuff. Felt pretty good because it came out well. It lasted really well, how it's supposed to, aged really well. Everybody was happy. My sister was happy. I was happy. Stylist said, good job. Show her, because pretty much the finger style is really popular. That's what we're really known for, besides the diva cuts, which is just one mini curly haircut you can get. But yeah, no, I need to do more models. So fast forward, I have done 4 models and I'm still not on the floor. So I'm getting pretty peeved. And also, before I even got these models, she told me that she would help me find models because the salon I've been at, it's been around for a pretty decent while. So usually she just has to put out like an email blast or a blast on Instagram, and we have like people pouring in. You know, I asked her like last November, have I seen an email blast? Have I seen anything on our Instagram or Facebook? Nothing. And I'm just like, I'm trying, I don't know, I'm not the kind of person that likes to wait. Like once I get this knowledge, once I feel comfortable, I want to like get the ball rolling. I want to keep this momentum going, and you're just hindering it. So I started taking matters into my own hands by bringing in, all the models that I had, I brought in myself. And, she put these stipulations. They can only come on certain days. Yes, we are slower, but it's the middle of the week and not a lot of people are available in the middle of the week. You know what I mean? So me just really wanting to practice and just so tired of being an assistant. I just ask them to come in when they're able to, and I'll just like make it work or whatever. And, sometimes they have to wait, but, I make it happen. And, she got mad because, they weren't coming on the days that she wanted them to come. But long story short, the styles were okay. Luckily, nothing crazy happened or whatever. But yesterday, we got into a decent argument about it because just like you can't have models coming in on these other days. And I'm just like, well, I've asked you several times to put out a blast. And she's like, till February. It's like, I'll do it in February. And I'm just like, why are we waiting? You never told me a reason why we're waiting, and it's like, it's going to be slower. It's like, it was slower in January. And she was like, it's like, I need you to have these models come in on Wednesday and Thursday. Why didn't you have them at such and such time? So it's like, well, why didn't you put out a blast when we were slow? So we're just kind of like going back and forth and things like that. And I was just like, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to help you out, so you don't have to pay me and I can just start making my own money. And she's like, well, I want you to make money. It's like, no, I feel like you don't. You're making me do all these hoops. And I don't know, I just feel like there's some like favoritism going on because you let some people not even do models, and then this other girl just did one, and I've done 4 models for you, and it's just still not good enough. And then at the end of the conversation, she had to put out, it's like, well, if you're not gonna follow directions and listen to me, we'll find somebody that can. And I'm just like, really? Are you really saying that to me? And I'm just like, it just, for me in that moment, it just brought back like all these like bad memories of this one job that I had, where my employer said that to me, and everything just started going downhill from then. And it wasn't good, it wasn't pretty, it was just ugly. And I had to, I left that job because it's just like, I feel like once they feel that way about you, then it just starts getting ugly. And I'm like, that ain't where I want to be. That's not the mental state. That's not the kind of foolishness I want to deal with. And I already know that she is the type of person, I don't know, it's so weird how she manages the salon. It's her way or the highway, but it's like she shows like favoritism to like certain clients, and she'll lie and say, like, if somebody is trying to book an appointment, and it could be a regular person, somebody that we know is going to pay and be on time, but their service ticket may not be as much as this other person's service ticket. So she'll let the person that's going to bring more money in come in and just tell that other person who won't be bringing in as much money. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, that person's totally booked. And it's just like, and I've seen her get caught in the act of doing that. She still does it. I'm like, do you not have any shame? So it's things like that. It's this weird favoritism she has with certain clients, and she'll treat other not clients, well, she does with the clients, but like favoritism with like certain stylists and other stylists she like treats like crap. Like one stylist, her father had a stroke, and so Understandably, she's been, trying to care for him, making sure he's all right. He's been in and out of the hospital, and she, every once in a while, she's been a little late to work, but she lets our manager know, hey, I just spent all night at the hospital. I'm just gonna be a little late, and I've just seen her just like go off on this stylist, having no compassion, no empathy, and I'm like, her dad is dying, for God's sakes. Like, this ain't what? It's like, how can you show like no sympathy whatsoever? I don't know. It's just like stuff like that. It just rubs me all the wrong ways, and I'm like, ugh. And I don't know, when she said that to me, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I need to move on now. I know probably what you're thinking. Oh, you don't need to be doing all that. You're overreacting. But I feel like, at least in my personal experience, that's always been like just the downfall. Like, you saying those words to me, and just like, have I not been working good? Like, you have not gotten a single negative remark from any client, okay? And I do good. The stylists like me, will work really well together, but I'm the kind of person where, yeah, I may like the job, but once, I don't know, she just had this air like, oh, I'm doing you such a big favor about allowing you to work here. I'm just like, no, you're not. You be paying me pennies compared to the job that I left, compared to other places I could be working right now. The only reason why I'm at your salon right now and I sought you as because you guys are teaching me something that I want to learn. But now I've learned it, so technically I got no reason to stay. And if you feel that, oh, we need to find somebody else, like, you can find somebody else then. But what I like to do when I feel like I need to quit or leave a job, I just let everything go as normal. I don't cause drama or cause a scene. This is why I'm ranting to this camera right now. But yeah, I just let everything go good. I might take a day off or two, do some interviews, and once I find somewhere that's better, I just put in my 2 weeks, be like, it's been great, but I gotta go. Okay, we bye. And I'll just go about my life and be fabulous. But yeah, that was like a terrible angle, but hey, you got to see my choker, my pretty choker. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Happy first day of Black History Month. And yeah, I think right now I'm going to give it a month. She said February she would put out a blast. It's about to be February 2nd. I know, I'm impatient. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And I might be, next month I might be at somewhere new. But, thanks for listening. And that's going to be it for me. See you next time. Bye. My animals make noise in the background.